Namaste and Jai Sri Krishna to all of my universal brothers and sisters and family members. May Lord Krishna, the one with an infinite amount of names, bless you all in all areas of your life. And most importantly, may Lord Krishna grant you these two things, peace and happiness. Jai Sri Krishna. Today I will be talking to you about karma. Karma. What is karma? Karma means not only action but also the result of action, that is karma. The consequence of an action is really not a separate thing. It is part of the action and cannot be divided from it. For example, water is ice. When water is hardened and frozen, it condenses into ice. And then when it melts, it turns back into water. And then frozen turns back into ice. They're both the same. Breathing, thinking, talking, seeing, hearing, eating. All your 24 hours a day of activity are all karmas. Thinking is mental karma. Karma is a total of our acts both in the present life and in the preceding births as well. Any deed, any thought that causes an effect is called karma. It is a karma. The law of karma is also the law of causation. Wherever there is a cause, there has to be an effect. It must be produced. A seed is the cause for the tree, which is the effect. One single tree, an entire people tree. The tree produces seeds and becomes the cause of the seeds. Man is threefold in his nature. He consists of icha, meaning feeling desire. Gyan means knowledge, and kriya is your will, your willpower. So there are three kinds of desire: feeling, knowing, and willing. These three fashion his karma. He knows objects like his chair, tree, house, etc. He feels joy, sorrow, passion, and dispassion. He wills to do this or not to do that. That is will. That is called kriya. Again, icha, meaning desire. Jnana, knowing, and kriya is the will. Behind the action there is a desire and thought. A desire for an object arises in the man. When you think, how I will attain this object, then you exist to possess it. Desire, thought, and action go together. Desire, thought, action. Never the other way around. Desire, thought, action. Never action, thought, desire. Desire, thought, action. Keep that in mind. And desire produces karma as well. You work and exert to acquire the objects of your desire. Karma produces its fruits as pain or pleasure, or sometimes both, or sometimes neither. You will have to take births after births to reap the fruits of your karmas. But karmas can be removed by chanting God's name. I maintain that constant repetition of God's name with a pure and faithful heart can remove the most stubborn kinds of bad karma. You work and exert to acquire the objects of your desires. Karma produces its fruits for pain and pleasure. This is the law of karma. The law of karma is one of the fundamental doctrines not only in Hinduism but also in Buddhism and Jainism as well. As a man sows, that is what he reaps. That is mentioned in the not the Srimad Bhagavad Gita, but the Holy Bible. That is karma as well. If you do an evil action, you must suffer for it. If you do a good action, you must get happiness. There is no power on earth which can stop the actions from yielding their fruits. Every thought, every word, every deed is and were weighed in the scales of eternal divine justice. Divine justice. So there's always justice. Nothing goes unpaid. The law of karma is inexorable. Things do not happen as this universe by accident or chance. It is disorderly in a disorderly manner. Everything happens for the reason. What has happened for the best. What is happening for the best. And what will continue to happen will happen to the best. This is the words of it's called, I don't know what kind of, the Gita Mansur. The Gita Mansur says this. The Mansur Gita says this. Whatever has happened for the best. Whatever is happening for the best. And what will continue to happen, that will also happen for the best. They follow one another in a regular order. There is a certain definite connection between what is being done now by you and what will be happening in the future. Every action produces threefold effect. It gives you an appropriate reward for the fruit. It affects your character. It leaves behind an impression in your mind as well. Now these impressions create vrittis. In each lifetime you'll have a different vritti, but that is a whole nother talk about Yoga Sutras and mindset. Okay, let's talk about this imprint or this impression. This impression will urge you to repeat the act again. The impression will assume the form of a thought wave in the mind on account of a stimulus, either external or internal. An action produces an effect in the world also. For example, our current economic situation. I mean, spending money unnecessarily, doing foolish acts with our money, not being frugal, not being conscientious of how we spend money, results in a very, very poor economic system. And I am in Monterey, California right now, and things are expensive. Gas prices are high. It's gotten a little bit lower, but not as low as I want it to be. Economic crisis, things are very expensive. This is called collective karma. In my next blog, I'll be talking to you about the three kinds of karma, which are sanchit karma, prarabdha karma, and agami. Sanchit karma is a huge karmic bank, which is the totality of all your previous births and all their karmas. That is called sanchit karma. Prarabdha is your present karma, which you are born with. And then there's agami, are your current thoughts, words, and deeds. That is called agami. And thank you very much for viewing my YouTube blog. May Lord Krishna bless you. Please continue to view, subscribe. Feel free to ask me as many questions as you want. Comment. May Lord Krishna bless you. Please do not ask me anything that's, controversial, like, abortion, affirmative action, the death penalty, same-sex marriage, legalizing marijuana, or anything that has to do with politics or controversial issues. I don't want to get into that. Please pertain your questions and limit your questions only to Hinduism, yoga, meditation, or anything that has to do with spirituality. May Lord Krishna bless you. Om Shantakaram Bhujagashenam Padmanabham Suresham Vishwadaram Gaganasadrisham Megbaranam Subhaganam Lakshmikantam Kamaranenam Yoga Vidyaгаmanam Bande Vishnu Bhavabhayaharanam Sarvaloke Eknatanam Tumeo Mata Chapita Tumeo Bandhu Sakha Tumeo Vidya Dravanam Tumeo Samesvaram Deva Deva. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.